Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you right here to another great reviews Thursday night frights. In it, and you know what? I'm gonna lift my glass first thing. You lift your glass. Oh, hold on a second. I've got an echo, which I don't
Oh,
like at all.
oh no.
Oh, it's a big one too.
LG.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Skull. Happy New Year's.
I don't know where it's at.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Oh.
Check 1, 2.
You sound good to me. You good?
There we are.
There it
Now
is.
we're good. All right.
What?
So, whew, I don't know what happened there. I apologize. Anyway, raise your glass there. Happy New Year's to everyone. First show of the year on the first. And as far as he and I are concerned, the number one channel on the internet.
Number one. Number one right now.
Number
moment.
one that we're watching or that we're participating in at this moment.
Right.
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 So, and that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Cheers.
My name is Alan, and this is Chris. Cheers to you. Happiest of New Year seasons greetings, and most of all, blessings through the year. We hope that this year is better than last, which would have been better than the year before, and continues that way. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're talking about a fun one tonight, Chris. What are we talking about?
We are talking about a Kentucky-made slasher, New Year's Eve.
Now, it's not a KFC; it's a KS.
KMS. KMS. Yeah.
Something like that.
There's like 40 secret ingredients.
Yeah, and then some. This movie was crowdfunded. We'll talk a little bit more in just a few minutes about things like budget and so forth. But I'm going to tell you right now, for someone who was born and raised about 3 hours away, right? I'm in Northern Kentucky. This is down past Louisville, kind of southeast or southwest from here, excuse me. But I've been through there many times, so it was really neat seeing some of the scenery, right? You know, the theater and the restaurants and stuff that you pass by. So I thought that was really kind of a cool thing. So I tell you what, though, before we drive headlong into this, what do you say we hit our opener and push the button and do the thing that makes the thing and
start this year off right?
Turn down the lights. It's time for Thursday Night Frights. We're here to be your guide through horror, thrills, and schlocky slides. Thursday night, feel the scare. Horror talk beyond compare. They'll roast, they'll toast, they'll recommend what's creepy, what's scary, they horror friends. From slashers to ghosts, they've seen it all. Monsters and mayhem, they'll make the call. Is it a scream or a total flop? They'll tell you what's hot and what's pure schlock. Thursday night, feel the scare. Horror talk beyond compare. They'll roast, they'll toast, they'll recommend what's creepy, what's campy, they horror friends. We lift a drink and toast to you. The talking dead know what to do. With laughs and chills, they'll set the tone. Thursday nights, you're welcome home. So join the fright, don't miss the show. Alan and Chris are here, ready to go. They'll roast, they'll toast, they'll recommend what's creepy, what's campy, they horror friends.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I absolutely love the intro. It makes me dance every single time.
We're locked in now.
Yeah, we really are. And I want to say this, it's funny. I saw LG said in the chat, she's like, I love the opener. I find myself singing it now. I'm the same way. I'm over here just dancing and singing and having a great time. G-Force Racing. Hey, it is so
What up,
great
G?
to see you. Happy New Year to you, sir. It's funny. Speaking of our opener, in the song we talk about it. We say we talk about what's hot and what's schlock. Tonight we're definitely in the schlock category. In my opinion, in a blessed good way. So, what did you think about this schlocky mess that we watched, Chris?
Okay, I said it before we came on live, where just as a quick, shot at the movie, because we don't talk about it in between. 75 grand to make this movie, and I was like, really? Like I knew it was like a real shoestring budget. Pulling this off for 75 grand, it's schlocky. It's very meta. It's aware of itself. It's aware of what it's doing, but
Yes.
it puts the formula together for a campy slasher with 80s and 90s vibes throughout. It's fun. It was way more fun than I thought I was going to have with it. Because you start off very campy. We're like, we're in it. We're in it. Where are we going with this? And then you're like, okay. Whoa, he just ripped that right over there. Okay.
It's funny because first of all, even though this was only before I go there, Chantel just jumped in the chat. Happy New Year to you, my friend. So thankful for you to join us tonight. The first, 8 minutes of this movie or whatever, there's a kill less, there's more than a kill a minute, or something like that. And are they all perfectly done? No, but was it one of those things where you sit there going, they had our killer reach down and pull someone's face off with his bare hands, just
rubber gloves on and everything. No, the best is like disemboweling somebody at a toilet and flushing it and having it take it like the toilet dispenser roll. I'm laughing. This is ridiculous right now. This should be fun because this is the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. And some of the people, okay, so this is one of those movies you're going to watch it and you're going to go, I don't know, maybe, I kind of know that person kind of looks familiar and that person kind of looks familiar. And I have no clue who this is and no clue. And I was like, for me personally, when you're watching a schlock film, okay, so, we talk about, the two different types of schlock, right? One side of it is Thanksgiving. You know what you're watching. The acting's horrible. Whatever. Then you've got the other side of schlock, which is like Zombievers, where you're actually going, "Wow, this is actually a well written and acted movie." This one lands kind of in the middle, where you're kind of going like, for the most part, you get where they're going, right? I mean, some of the jokes were very crude early on.
Some of the jokes I think missed in the beginning.
Yeah,
but then like on a rewatch, I kind of appreciate it more because where they're really telling you where they're going with this movie.
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to hit absurd. So
and
buckle up early on. If this is going to offend you, just turn it off.
Early on in the movie, our two heroes are sitting in the office of the manager and his secretary, who for some reason loves rubbing her boobs on him while he's talking to his wife on the phone. So funny. Anyway, and he's like, I thought we were in trouble. He goes, well, what do you think? He's like, I'm going to let people go. He goes, well, if it's a money thing, why don't you just cut out the New Year's party? And he's like, oh, I'm not an animal.
We're getting rid of people's jobs, not their ability to have fun.
Exactly. And then she's like, well, what do you think he is? And she just goes on this tirade of obscenities.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that's oddly specific. And I was rolling at this point. And this is the point where I didn't even realize it till right before we went on air as I'm doing my prep for the show. And I'm like, holy shit, she's from Sleepaway Camp. That's the girl from Sleepaway Camp. Wow, that's so cool. I was so excited when I found that out. I was bouncing around a little bit. For those of you who don't know, Sleepaway Camp is one of the early on higher budget schlock films. And yeah, oh wow, it was so good. Oh, it was so
Oh,
good. Ah,
yeah, it was fun. We've got Dan Sheridan shows up. He's Officer Doofy from Scary Movie. He's
yep.
been in a lot of horror movies. Devil's Rejects. He was one of the officers in there. It's that kind of like that campy small feel, but with these cameos in it. Kind of like, oh, cool. Oh, cool. That's cool. Like there's a little bit of royalty in there when it comes to slasher
Yeah.
films. So that's
And
always fun.
and our lead heroine, if you will, Leslie Starks. I'm gonna tell you right now, through the whole show, I'm going,
Yeah.
where did I see her from? Where do I know her from? Oh, she's so familiar, blah, blah, blah. And so I, of course, I do what we do on the show and as we're doing our prep and I start looking into
Mhm.
it. I have no clue who this girl is, but boy, she
Nope.
reminds me of somebody. Um,
Yeah.
let's see if maybe I can pull a picture up and we'll share it with the with the group, so to speak.
Right.
Let's see here. Do, 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 do.
Oh, we know the image, G-Force.
What's that? Oh yeah,
Sleepaway Camp
oh
still
yeah.
has one image burned in my brain.
Yeah, there's that.
There's at least one.
Just one.
We're at least one.
All right, so this young lady right here with the kind of blue box around her is the one that I'm talking about right here.
Yeah.
Through the whole movie, I'm like,
She looks so
who
familiar
is
that I've
she?
seen her in something, and for the life of me, she's
life
not
of me,
been
have
in
no
anything.
clue.
She's like some drama, I believe.
Some
Hinsdale
other
House. I did not watch that.
no, I have no clue. But anyway, nonetheless,
Yeah.
So I mean, but generally when you're watching a movie with a $75,000 budget, you're thinking to yourself, this one is not going to be it's not going to be very memorable. The actors aren't going to be very memorable, blah blah blah. Again, I was pleasantly surprised by there was at no point in this movie that I was like, okay, let's get on with it. Right.
Mm.
I think they did a really good job with that. I think had they had a high budget on this, that this particular killer's design could have been something that they could have spun into a franchise style killer. I mean, but that's just me,
Right.
Right. That the Dr. Death Crow head.
Right.
All right.
Is he a bird? Is he a plague doctor? Yes.
The red rings on the eyes was a great plus. Oh my god, it was such a great plus, especially when they were off and the one guy tried to kill him, but also they go
pops back on. Yeah.
I was like, they should have put a big sound with it. Oh, it was so great. Anyway, again, this being a crowdfunded film, right? They raised the money through crowdfunding. The gentleman is from Owensboro, Kentucky, which is where it was filmed. I was able to recognize spots that I had seen in my travels. So it was a fun movie for me. I would recommend it to people as a fun time. But I will say this: I would have had much more fun had we been all in the Talking Dead.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun sit down with at least a person, a couple people. You can sit down, your movie friends, the ones that like make fun of movies with you, because there's a lot of fun to be had in this one.
Yes,
whether it's on screen or you're coming up with your own riffs on it, because the dialogue was decent enough through a lot of it to where you have three believable friends.
Yes,
that they're trying to. Nobody wants to go to this stupid work party. Trying to get around it. People are going to be getting fired, and in the midst of that, there are roughly 40 kills that take place on screen for various reasons. They're trying to avoid this. However, there's this tradition where this serial killer, Dr. Fears, shows up and exacts some sort of revenge upon anyone, really.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you think that person might be safe, and they're the least safe of all of them. Uh, it's kind of it's a wild ride on where we take it here. We have a lot of useless characters, but that's okay
Because we need
because
cannon
we
fodder.
needed death. We needed some fodder for the fun celebration that's going on for the new year. Whether it's ripping faces or I, like I said, some of these deaths come out of left field where you're like, they're doing like it's a saw. You got the saw feeling, like let's play a
Right.
game. Like this weird contraption with the tongue is one of them where
or the popsicle sticks.
all right,
What a
right.
great way! What a great way to take someone out in one of these movies. Popsicle sticks were great. The only time in the whole thing, even though I'm going to reach out and barely pull and actually pull your throat apart with one hand. There was only really one kill in the whole movie that I sat there going, all right, come on. And that was when there was 3 people in the same room, small room, that he
Mm-hmm.
took an axe to. And literally you saw it go about this fast, right? Doop. And then doop. And then doop. And by and no one moves. They all just stand there and take it. I was
Just
just going
take it.
like, oh, come on. But other than that, bolt cutters, that whole scene,
Oh God,
I was giggling so hard.
it's so funny. This movie is like there's you've got Benny Hill with the Keystone Cop kind of feel going on at one point. That Scooby Doo moment. Um, you've got you've got all of the formulas for all of the early slasher movies that makes things work. There's a reason there are rules to slasher films. Um, and those rules need to be followed, and if you don't follow them, you're going to get it, and sometimes you're just going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
um
In this one, it's funny because I literally lost about halfway through this. I lost the whole reasoning why this person was killing anybody.
yeah
I don't think they ever really fully explained it, and I didn't care. I was okay with it. I was okay. Again, this is not a movie that you're going to watch and go, "Oh my god," that Doctor Death Killer guy in this New Fear's Eve was he's my new favorite Jason type character. I mean, you're not going to do
right.
it at all, but
No.
you're gonna sit back and go, "No, that was pretty fun."
Hey, you know what? He might not be the new Jason, but he's definitely worth watching. It's that same thing with Art the Clown, where we get ridiculous with the dark comedy.
Yep.
That it makes that's the escape. That's the escape that we're finding, is that dark humor takes us out of what so serious life is. So to get into that weird way of laughter,
Yep.
it circumvents all the problems that you might have in life, and the goofy stuff that's going on, the terrible things that happen in the world that are
Yep.
truly horrific,
This
where
is a,
where you can have a fun ride with it.
this movie is nowhere near as good, but it reminds me of being in the same vein as Killer Clowns,
Hmm.
because it's of zero consequence,
Right.
but yet you absolutely find yourself just grinning through the whole thing. If you're watching by yourself,
Yeah.
you're just sitting there smiling, and if you're watching with a group of people, you're laughing and poking each other, and
Yeah.
and you're making comments about how great the popsicle stick kills were, and
Mhm.
and
It was
I
it was almost it was almost like a Kevin Smith movie, like Clerks,
yeah
like Clerks horror kind
yeah
of thing, because it's those kind of characters, the throwaways of society, if you would,
yep.
but that what makes them real. So like you kind of you're along for the ride, even for the ridiculous part of it.
Even for the ridiculous. So I don't think we need to spend a whole lot more time talking about how much it sounds like we both like this movie.
It
Actually,
was quick. It's an hour and a half. It falls
yeah,
into that a good time frame for a movie. It's not too
perfect.
long. A lot of the jokes are a little crude in the beginning, and they don't all of them hit. But what it really does is it sets the tone for the
Yep.
movie, that on how ridiculous it's going to be. So you can appreciate them later as being a warning. Like
Yeah, and I think that there was don't want to mention what it was, but there was a joke early on that I went,
Mhm.
"Oh my god, really?" But then a few scenes later, they touched back on it and basically chastised him for saying it. So
Right.
now you're like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." Right?
That's that meta.
They're
That's
aware.
that whole. Yeah, they're fully aware of where they were going with all of
Yes,
this, and
absolutely.
you appreciate it.
Was it worth the $4 to rent it?
I had fun. I laughed. I goofed. I watched it a
Yep.
second time. I fast through a couple of the spots, the slower spots in the beginning,
Yep.
just to get to the real meat of it to see again.
Yep.
It was worth it. It was a fun ride.
I think that this would have been a great movie for all of us to be sitting and watching together. I think this would have
Yeah.
been a fun one to have Mar watch with us, who hates horror movies, because I don't think she would have been scared at all by this.
No.
Um,
And that there's a little bit of that tension that obviously that gets built with any of these
right.
slash type movies, but you know the outcome. The outcome is this
Mhm.
weirdo killer that has really seemingly no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. Um,
And he's not supernatural, but yet he got shot at one point in time and just got up and walked away like nothing
yeah,
happened. And again with no explanation. I will say this: the very end of the movie
yeah,
was done so that they could make a sequel, and there was zero chance of saying, "Hey, oh really? You think they're going to?" No, it was planned. Bam, the way it
yeah.
stopped, the way it ended. You're like,
Oh yeah,
"Okay, I get it. Perfect."
full on open end. We're not
Yeah.
gonna answer all of the questions you have
And there's
because they're
nothing ambiguous about this. We're stopping
no,
dead scene. Bam.
oh, it's over.
I think that's why. Honestly, I was like, she turned around and saw him there, and they cut, and I'm
Mhm.
thinking, okay, that's where they ran out of the 75,000, right
Right,
there.
right. You're like, oh, cards denied. Oh well, what a
Yeah,
coincidence.
yeah. And he went,
All this.
well, we're at an hour and a half. That's the perfect spot. Let's just stop here, shall we?
We had another 20 minutes, but we don't need it, right?
No, we don't. So that all being said, we're 22 minutes in. I think we've laughed as much just talking about the movie as we
Yeah.
have did actually watching it. Where do you put this? Would you recommend this to friends who are serious horror fans?
If you're looking for a serious movie, no, this isn't a serious movie. It's
No,
never
not at
meant to
all.
be a serious movie. But if you're into the goofy portion of dark humor, a lot of dark comedy that's in this,
Yes.
especially right off the bat, this is the movie for you. It's well put together for, like I said in the beginning, $75,000 budget. Um, I'd love to see what these guys could do with a larger budget.
Oh, absolutely.
And because they really hit this one out of the park for the money. I
They
mean,
did.
it's a banger for the money. Released just on December 16th this year. So, um, yeah, it was worth it. Go ahead and I would say go ahead and watch it. It transcends absolutely nothing.
No.
But it does follow along with the vibe of the Askew verse or the just the basic the 80s and 90s slashers that made what changed horror.
Yeah, oh,
So and this is I don't know if you would call it an homage, but it is definitely hits the same vibe as it.
that's actually what I was going to say. To me, it felt like a comedic. Oh, you could definitely tell the tongue was planted very firmly in the
Mm,
cheek.
yeah,
And they went, you know what? We're gonna do that, but we're gonna have fun doing it. We're gonna pay tribute to the ones that came before us. They created a really, really good villain. Again, that mask with the eyes, I thought was just so well done with the
it was
top
good.
hat. I was all about it. At one point in time, I actually was going, you know what? I'd like to have have that trench coat and vest. I can wear that. I
Right.
can see that. So yeah, is it a 10-star movie? No. 5 being a movie that hits all the marks. 1 is a miserable dredge that made me angry to watch it. 10 transcends the genre. This one did not do that.
No,
Um,
no.
but as far as just having a good time and 90 minutes worth of fun, this is a 6.5 easily.
I'm right with you.
I went
I'm
into it not expecting much, but hoping for, and
Mhm.
and I got exactly what I wanted and then some. So like I said, the first 8 kills or so of the movie come just bam, 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 with no
Yeah.
explanation, and they each one of them
No,
up the level of gore.
here's the credits, baby. Here's the old style credits of you get to
Uh-huh.
see everybody involved in the movie as the movie is starting, and to the backdrop of a whole bunch of kill shots that we don't know why. What did this guy do? We don't know, but he doesn't have a face.
I love the fact that it was like, Virginia, right? All these kill, and then it's like, and then we don't know what's going to happen next. All of a sudden, you see Kentucky, and
Right.
I'm just going to move across the border and keep going.
Right. Right. Who
Which
saw that
really,
coming?
if you look at the state and where Owensboro is and where Virginia is, it really doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever, it worked.
It worked for the thing. Yeah, I'm right with you there. It's a solid 6. Again, if you're gonna watch with friends, good time.
Yes,
If you
absolutely.
got nothing, and you see it's on somewhere, I'd watch it. It's worth a laugh.
Oh,
You'll giggle.
absolutely.
You'll giggle to yourself. You'll go ooh on a couple jokes. You'll kind of cringe a little bit on some of the kills because they're meant to make you cringe. But
If this were a movie that I was watching, like I said, with this group that are currently in our chat room right now, Talking Dead, we would have so much fun with this.
Lock in, good time.
Just a really, really fun time. Here comes the fun part. Are you ready?
Ooh,
where are we going to put this thing? All right,
74 movies, and we've got another one of these shit movies.
Yeah, so here's the situation. Our shit list, our sometimes hysterical and intentionally tasteless movie list, has nothing really to do with our ratings. It's more about how enjoyable was this film. Do we see ourselves being able to watch it over and over again? The question is really at this point is, do we put it above or below Sharknado? I mean, that's really the main thing.
Yeah, sitting at 74 movies now, with this one going up on the list. Sharknado is almost our gold standard that we have to start. No. But we will anyway.
The question is, all right, so let's just look at the movies that we have in front of us, right? I think that we would agree that we're above Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies at this point.
Yes.
So if we do that and then we look at it and go, okay, on the next set of movies, is it above? There are people out there that really are mad that it follows a Solo. Is it above Happy Birthday to Me?
Funny movie. It's right around in that area that they were sitting in. I would say a 6 for the movie, right around the 60-ish mark.
Here's what I have to say about that.
What do you got?
This is just me talking.
Okay.
You know how much I love Thanksgiving. It's got a special place in my heart.
Oh yeah.
But I think I would watch this movie well before I'd ever watch Cuckoo again. Even though Cuckoo was a fantastic movie.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
I think myself personally, I would be okay with. I think it's better than scary stories to tell in the dark. I just do.
Yeah.
But I think I'd watch it more than I'd watch Cuckoo.
Okay. Put it in between Halloween 3 and Cuckoo.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Honestly, you're right. That one makes a lot of sense. The Cuckooians. Cuckoo. Yeah. No. I'm with you on that one.
And it still puts us below Sharknado somehow.
Somehow.
All right.
So LG gets her way.
Yeah. And I tell you what, while we're here, let's just go ahead and do it. We haven't done it in so long. How about we look at the Wheel of Terror?
Wheel of Terror.
We're going to watch next week. We do have some fun stuff planned for February, but let's get through the month of January here real quick. And what do you say? Let's
find a movie we can all watch.
Let's take a spin and see what we've got. And here we go. Boom, 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 boom. We got to take Halloween 3 off the wheel.
Yeah, we do.
Ouija, Origin of Evil.
Ooh, interesting.
Evil. This is a film by one of my favorite directors. So I think that we should be real happy with this. This is a Flanagan film.
A Flanagan film.
Yep. And so we're going to take it off the board. While I'm doing that, if you would mind, Chris, just look to see Where?
Rentable through all of your streaming services, basically.
I was pretty sure that that was on.
I'm looking
Um,
now.
I was pretty sure that that was on Netflix. Is it? Is it no longer?
I don't see it on Netflix.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, I'm showing Amazon, Fandango at Home, YouTube.
Okay. Okay. So Ouija Origin of Terror. That should be a fun one for next week.
Yes.
If you like Flanagan, it's one of the rare times that someone stepped in to do a sequel that of a movie that was horrible and greatly improved.
We've spoken about this subject before. This is one of those times where somebody takes on an IP here and says, "I'll make a sequel to it." And had I never seen the first, I would have really wanted to watch the first after watching this one
Yes.
as an origin story, and
Yep.
then been sadly disappointed when I watched the original.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The real question is, when is Sharknado entering the top 10? It will never enter the top 10. It's lucky it's where it's at now. There's been times where it's
Pray we don't alter the deal any further.
exactly. There are times where it stays where it's at simply because we love you.
The top 10 we have right now will never be pushed aside for that.
Well, we won't say never, but I'll tell you that it'll be awful hard for you to get into the top 5. That's for sure.
Yeah, top 5, no.
Oh,
No.
I was actually shocked when we put Evil Dead and Godzilla -1 up that far because we love those movies. Those
Yeah.
movies. Oh, anyway, nonetheless.
It's true.
So next week we're going to be doing Ouija. Ouija. We're going to be doing
Wedgie.
Ouija.
We're trying to do a wedgie.
It's a Ouija board.
It's a wedgie board. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh,
That
no
sounds uncomfortable.
wedgies are no fun at all.
Sounds
All
really
right.
uncomfortable.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching tonight on X, which there are several people doing at the moment, please feel free to join us on YouTube. We'd love for you to come into the into the chat room with us. Be a member of the Talking Dead. We don't bite, but we might nibble a little bit. Just that little sweet spot on your ear because we know you like it.
A bit.
Yeah, pretty bird. Anyway, Chris, is there anything you'd like to tell everybody before we sign off for the night tonight?
Well, you can go ahead and click on your address bar and type in bio.link/graverev, and that will take you to our bio link that has all of the links. It is one link to rule them all, to where you can find us on all of the socials, as well as our email, ways to reach out to us, to add movies to the list, to find out, hey, when do you guys go live again? Because we'd really like to see you. And we could tell you. Well, we answer pretty quickly. TikTok's been a little bit off. I've had some issues here and there, but I think I've got it cleared now. So that'll be once again a functional social media. And then, join us every Thursday night for Thursday Night Frights live in our chat. Tell us what you think about the movie. We're back to spinning the wheel for a couple times here through the month of January, to where you can watch the movie and then review the movie with us the following week. And until we go ahead with another Mr. Flanagan movie next time we meet, stay spooky, friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, Happy New Year's to everyone. We hope you had a wonderful holiday season. May the rest of this year find you as blessed as we feel right now to simply be able to be here talking with you. Don't forget to reach down here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, ring the bell so you know when we're coming in, right? Pull your butcher knife out, your sleepaway camp butcher, and stab that subscribe button. Put on your hawk death mask with the red rings and peck that bell button so you know what's going on. And in the meantime, as we always like to say before we sign off tonight, ladies and gentlemen, may all of your nightmares be groovy. See you, everybody, till we meet again.
Good night.
Good night.